clue why. That was invented here. There's like I passed 3 on the way here, and I mean passed. They're going very slowly. Like, why am I passing you? I'm eating pizza and smoking. You should be going way faster than me. And the guy always looks like a less healthy version of that dude that Britney Spears married. There's like a look the guy has. But he's just like, it's always on the sidewalk. The guy's just leaning back like he's in that Summertime video that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did. It's like, time to sit back and unwind. Knees all in his chest every time. If you're riding that tiny of a bike and you're that old, like, you need to be on your way to a half pipe. That's the only... You need to be going somewhere that has like a Mountain Dew Code Red logo on it. Like, there's no acceptable answer that those guys could give as to why they're riding time. First of all, you'd think there would be a bunch of 9-year-olds. Like, I could have sworn I parked that right here. Had a baseball card in the spokes. Like little balls on the spokes that like go up and down as the thing. Like, there's no good answer to that. Like, maybe like, okay, sir, when I point to you, I need you to ask me the question, why are you riding that tiny bike? Okay? All right. Huh? Hold on, earbuds. Sorry, I'm listening to the music that my act is choreographed to. You know, I'm getting to it. Can I finish? I'm doing the 2:30 p.m. show at Circus Circus. This bike is for trapeze artistry. Oh, you thought I was riding this just to get around. Oh, no, how embarrassing. No, this is for high wires. And, like, I stand on this. Well, I'm, like, holding a dog that's juggling. That's, like, the only good answer to why those guys are riding the bikes. It's a kind of a weird economic indicator, though. It's like the price of oil. Like, it's kind of a snapshot of how Reno's doing. They're like weird white urban poverty. This is one of those weird economic indicators, like how if you go to Eastern Europe, like not like Spain or France, but like a Warsaw Pact country, where there's super hot chicks that are like employed as pickpockets. Like, for some reason, they have a bunch of little kittens running around homeless and, like, no adult cats. Like, I think all their vampires got a taste for adult cat meat. Something. That's a fancy feast. But, like, that's our economic indicator. I walked here. I used to ride the bus right down the street to go to work. And I say used to ride the bus to go to work because I don't work anymore. I would rather still be riding the bus. Like, I walked here. I didn't even have the $2 for a bus. The bus was passed me by. It was like arrivederci. Like, I walked down Virginia Street down. I live up by the university. I play this game when I'm walking anywhere in Reno. If you guys have lived in Reno for a while, it's like you point out places that you've done it in. You ever do that? Like, I barfed in that. I passed out with a 40 duct tape to my hand right there. But I'm just walking by. I'm like, hey, Manzanita Hall. Hey, Manzanita Lake. I'm pointing. I walked by myself, but I still pointed it out. A girl in the window of Manzanita Hall was... I'm like, no, not you. Not around you. I'm pointing at the building. I did it in there. My girlfriend was your RA in 1998. Like, I didn't really do it, and I made out. I didn't have a lot of time because my parents were waiting in the car. Like, Mom and Dad, we have to make a stop on the way to Frisbee practice. Got some business to take care of. Manzanita business. Yeah. Oh, and Manzanita Lake did it there, too. Yep. Quack, quack, quack. I used to ride the bus. If high self-esteem is your problem, then riding the bus in Reno is the answer. It's also the answer to the question, how can I smell more like chili cheese Fritos? I have no explanation for the amount of chips that are on the floor of the bus. It's like, I think people learned how to eat by watching the Cookie Monster. They're like pouring some out for their homies. Either way, the floor of the bus looks like someone's making a pie crust. Yeah. Usually a bus ride costs like $2, but there were a lot of meth heads that on this particular route, it went along 4th and then up Sutro. So for most people, a bus ride costs $2. For meth heads, a bus ride costs getting halfway in the door, mumbling some bullshit until the bus driver's like, oh my God, I don't care. Get on. Oh my, stop talking. Like, every bus driver is like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon, like 2 days away from retirement. Like, it's too old for this shit. I think the main reason there were so many meth heads on that route was because they were always going to or coming from Diamond's Casino. Diamond's Casino, if they just put up a sign that said double points on Lobstermania penny slots, they would just solve the drug problem in one day. It's like in a net. One of those nets that you shoot out of a t-shirt cannon, just get them all at once. Diamond's Casino is like the real world zombie invasion, if there was one. Except if meth heads bite you, you don't become a zombie, you just get hepatitis C. It's actually more painful. Way to go. I don't know, incurable? That chick from Baywatch has that. That makes me sad for her now. Her liver is going to be destroyed. One sympathizes. But I don't know who's going to Diamond's Casino. It's like, oh, you know me, I like to sit back, relax, and play some video poker in the middle of World War Z. I don't go to Diamond's Casino. I wouldn't even let my Dungeons and Dragons character go to Diamond's Casino. And that elf has like leather body armor, charisma, boxer shorts of virginity, like level 5. Virginity. Hey, you guys ready to see some comics? We're going to get this show on the road. So we got a few local guys, and then we have our headliner, Ngaio Bealum, who is up here from Sacramento, and he is really, really, really funny and super awesome at making friends. I opened for him one time in Washington, and like by the 15-minute mark of his set, he had like 3 blondes wanting to go hang out and smoke weed. Have I said too much? I'm not allowed to say. See, different things are legal in Washington than here, so don't talk about Fight Club. This first comic is from Sacramento, just moved here, and he's been tearing it up in the local comedy scene. He's a really funny guy, Mr. Bryant Tarpley.
Thank you, Jim. So last year, I had a New Year's resolution to lose 10 pounds. I'm happy to brag to you guys tonight that so far since last year, I've lost 20 pounds. Yeah. It feels great losing that kind of weight, but it's kind of weird. Like before I lost the weight, I never got this thing called compliments. That's what you call them. Yeah, like this girl came up to me. She's like, "Oh, you look really cute today." And I was all like, "Yeah, well, fuck you too." Oh, you were joking. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please stop crying. Mom, please stop crying. I'll call you more, I swear. Well, a little more. I hate dieting. It's so, I hate salads. I mean, I like salads if I can have, cake afterwards. As, a reward or something. That's pretty good. But no, like, because if you go on like a really strict diet, you start becoming what I call a food pervert. Like you'll walk past like a restaurant and you'll be like, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, it looks so fucking good. Oh, shit. Oh, that's like the best burger I've ever seen. Oh, you got a little ketchup on your face. You're fucking dirty. Oh, you licked it off? Oh yeah, you licked that shit off. Oh, you dropped a french fry, didn't you? Oh, fuck, you're gonna bend over, pick it up. Oh, you are dirty. Fucking dirty. So I'm not allowed at McDonald's anymore. That's not very good. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life in case this stand-up comedy thing doesn't work out, plan B. And I was thinking like, maybe like a racer, but not like a NASCAR race car driver, because all they do is make left turns and sell beer and tampons. I want to be like a drag racer, With like, drag racer, with like the dress and the high heels and everything. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. I think I've seen you before. Like, the thing is, I haven't even done it yet, but I already have a sponsorship. It's a storage company called Tuck Your Junk. So they're going to give me a lot of money to put a pink dress on and some high heels and run. It's pretty great. So I love video games. Are there any gamers out there? Yeah. So I'm too poor to get Xbox One, so I still have the Xbox 360. But my cousin got the Xbox One, so he gave me his old Kinect. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a little device you put on top of your TV, and it tracks your movement. So when you move, the player moves. Kind of fun to play with. Nobody told me though that this thing takes pictures of you while you're playing, and so I'm like jumping around and shit, and there's like snapping pictures and posting on Instagram. Also, I play video games naked. So, my past birthday, my aunt bought me a heater and said it looks pretty cold in your room at night. Fucking bitch. So I love giving advice when I'm on stage, because you guys have to listen. Even if you don't follow it, you still have to hear it. My first piece of advice is, if you go on an airplane, don't eat Indian food. Because if you eat Indian food and then walk on a plane, you're going to end up holding your stomach, walking to the back of the plane and say something like, damn, I must have blown this shit up. Someone's going to tackle you, you'll shit yourself. It's just not good. I just do not do this shit. I fucking love beer. You guys like beer? Yeah, I fucking love beer. The problem is that I like to drink really good beer. I don't like to drink like, Pabst or like Budweiser or something. I like more like a Guinness. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. No, I love good beer, but the problem is I can't afford to drink a whole lot of good beer and get drunk. So I came up with this idea that if I go and donate blood, it then takes less good alcohol to get me drunk. Yeah. So now I'm saving money, I'm drinking good beer, and I'm saving lives. I'm a fucking alcoholic hero, you guys. Yeah. There should be parades in my honor. I'm thinking like sometime in March, we all wear green, walk down the street, and get really drunk. Just my idea. I think that'd be a really good idea. So I'm 22, which means I'm still fairly new to drinking in bars. And I love it so much. It's so much better than the alternative. Like before you're 21, you have to go out and play Hey Mister. Yeah, a couple of you remember what that is. For those of you that don't, Hey Mister is where you walk up to random homeless people, hand them money, and then hope they buy you alcohol and not rob you. So, very fun to play. This one time, luckily the guy didn't rob me, but he did buy me a 12-pack of O'Doul's. For those of you that don't know, O'Doul's is non-alcoholic beer, and if you pound 12 of those in half an hour, you will still fucking throw up. And all your friends will make fun of you for being the biggest pussy ever. Yeah, very true. So this next joke, I want to apologize to all the women real quick. Sorry, I'm just going to call you out on a huge lie. You ladies, you too. You ladies have been lying to us men for years. You've been telling us that the G-spot is in this general area right here. But I know for a fact that it's on your back. Hold on, because I gave a girl a back massage, and all of a sudden, like, she like kind of tensed up, made that orgasm face the guys always make, and started shaking. I mean, the doctor said I broke her spine, but I know what I did. I know what I did. I found that shit. So I recently got kicked out of a massage parlor for trying to give a happy ending. Apparently it's a one-way street. Prudes. I also heard that in the Muslim religion, you're not allowed to show pictures of Muhammad. It's kind of weird because like Muhammad had like 5 pictures in my high school yearbook. Like, really? Really? So I'm very lazy. So fucking lazy, which is a good thing. Being lazy is a good thing because laziness actually saved my life. What happened was I was feeling really depressed, and I had all these painkillers, but I can't take pills without water, and I didn't feel like getting up out of my bed to go get water, so I just went to sleep. So laziness saved my life, you guys. This other day I walked home and I had a bottle of water in my hand. I grabbed a random bottle of pills. I went to my room. I took the random bottle with the water. And like half an hour later, I started feeling really healthy, really energetic. And I realized that I had just taken an entire bottle of Flintstone vitamins. So, started feeling really healthy, started jogging. Lost 20 pounds, you guys. So it's a callback. So recently, my best friend saved my life. It was fucking heroic. We were downtown, drunk, in San Francisco, and this random guy popped out with a knife out of an alleyway. And I thought he was going to stab me. My friend jumped in front of me, and he got stabbed instead. And it was so heroic. But the thing is that he's so humble. Like, when he tells the story, he's all like, it's pretty fun. You pushed me in front of a knife salesman, you asshole. I'm pressing charges. Get out of my hospital room. So that's not good. So I'm Jewish, which is kind of cool. But right now, us Jews are in a competition for the coolest minority, and we're losing by a lot, quite a lot. And I think the reason is because like black people are really cool because they have really cool sayings. Like, once you go black, you don't go back. So I wrote a really cool saying for us Jews. It's, once you go Jewish, you get approved for that loan you've been trying to get approved for. So ladies, if you're looking for a house or a car, I am available. All right, I just got the light, so I'm going to do one more joke. So I live in Sacramento, and I grew up in a pretty shitty neighborhood. In that neighborhood, we had this thing called a clapping circle. I don't know if you guys know what it is out here in Reno, but basically it's where a group of people stand around in a circle, and they clap every time they talk. So it kind of sounds like this. Oh, hell nah. That bitch did not do that shit. Nah. Fuck her. That's my baby daddy. Which is really annoying because all the lights in my house are on a clap-on, clap-off system. And I have really bad epilepsy. Also, people tell me that joke's racist, but fuck you. That white girl's really annoying. All right, thank you guys. My name is Bryant Tarpley. It's been a lot of fun.
Bryant Tarpley, everybody. You can see him in a corner of Winners Casino next month. It's where careers, it's how you know your career's on the way up or almost finished. It's fantastic. Yeah, you're just like when you perform there, you're just in a corner of the casino. Nobody knows what's going on. So your whole audience is just people walking by like, what's that guy saying? It's Winners Casino. But free hotel room. I peed in the sink. I'm just joking. The next guy coming to the stage is, tearing it up on the Reno scene. He's won the contest at 3rd Street multiple times. I just saw him host at the Friday Night Showcase, and he conducted himself very well. Incredibly funny new comic, Mr. Raphael Lyles.
Hi, guys. Again. Oh, glad to see all you guys here. Said my name is Raphael Lyles. Let's get into it. You guys having a good time so far? Sounds good to hear. You know, 2 great comics went on before me, 2 more going to be going on next. But now I have the mic, so you guys can all shut your dicks and listen to my jokes. So that's what we're getting into. I would say this is a pretty cool show, but I'm kind of nervous. Lying if I said I wasn't, because it's student on 4th. It's a showcase, and when I was shown growing up in movies and TVs where I got all my cues how to be a human being, if you're going to do something important, you're supposed to go through a montage. And I haven't gone through one of those yet, which is kind of disappointing. I want to say I would be like Rocky running through the Alps, punching polar bears, whatever he did, or like Daniel San standing on a knee, getting ready to punch some dude in the face, kick some dude in the face. That's a reference. I want to say when I was riding the bus this morning, I was like Eminem, had headphones in, writing down some new jokes for tonight, being like, yeah, that's hot. I don't have sex a lot. That joke's good. But no, I just got to my destination and went along my way. But don't worry, we're going to have a good time. Jim said I've been doing a lot of stand-up, and I feel that every time you do a set in stand-up, it's like a new battle. You tell some jokes, you gain some experience, you learn razor leaf, you get the boulder badge, you get cut, you move along your way. So that's what we're going to do tonight, guys. We're going to surreal. If you guys, some of you got that joke, and I said, Brian talked about video games, so I know I'm not alone when I said that I am a very nerdy person, but I'm not going to delve into that, yes. I want to explain a little bit about myself, who Raphael Lyles is, if you're all wondering. You guys can see me. I can kind of see the looks on your faces. I'll answer a big question right up front. Yes, I am black. I know it was a shock to me, too. The doctors did come back with the blood work, though, and they do say it's terminal. So I'm stuck like this. It's not bad. I'm actually only half black, half white, if that makes it better. I don't know. A weird thing about being a mixed race person is the different reactions you get from a races you're the mix of. Because the black people don't think I'm black, and the white people think I'm too black to be white, which, let's be honest, guys. Guys, I'm not that fucking black. Revenge of the Nerds is my roots, which is weird because roots should probably be my roots, but I'm not that kind of guy. I'll be honest here. I said the black people don't think I'm black, which is odd because I really thought I had everything you needed to be a black person in America, like the bad credit and the love of white women and the need for crack cocaine, but I didn't stack up to the test, apparently. Right? That guy knows what's going on. The white people, I stop here. I'm going to say the phrase the white people a lot tonight. You guys, I'll let you, whatever. You guys are laughing at my jokes. You guys are the good white people for this scenario. The bad white people are the ones outside who didn't come to the show. And so the bad white people, not like you guys, are also the ones who feel that definition of race is so clear-cut. They're like, well, Raphael, if you're half black, does that mean that you're black from the waist down? Half of me is offended. The other half completely understands why you're asking that question. I said, ladies, for the sake of argument, I have to be up front. No, I'm not fully black from the waist down. There is some white down there. It basically means I have an average-sized dick, I can't dance, and I still can't dunk. So, nobody feel bad for me in this sense, because, as you guys know, a half-black person is a great commodity when it comes to women, because I'm a perfect stepping stone for anyone who wants to see if they're willing to take the commitment it requires to have sex with a real black person. You guys all know the saying, once you go RAF, you still have time to go back to white. So, thank you. I said earlier, I'm a very nerdy guy. Bryant was talking about video games and not owning an Xbox One. He's a poser. But shots fired. Video game shots fired. Point being, I am a very nerdy person. I watch anime. I read a lot of comic books. I play D&D every week. My life is awesome. But when you do that kind of stuff, you start to have a bad worldview if you ingest too much nerd media. I'll explain. If you had asked me before, I would have said that we live, out of all the timelines we could, we live in the worst timeline. Said, no one here is part of the X-Men. You're not a super scientist. I'm not even sure if there's a pantheon of gods for me to sacrifice my goats to. Which sucks. I've been drinking goat blood for nothing this entire time. Sorry. Said, if I decide to walk home tonight and someone's going to try to mug me, I just get fucking mugged. There's no Spider-Man swinging down, webbing the dude up and saying something witty before going away. Green Arrow's not perched atop the sands with some type of unorthodox boxing glove arrow. I just lose my Minecraft wallet and all the magic cards I keep in there for safekeeping. Now I said, that's what I used to think, but I said, comedy's been going very well for me. I'm meeting new people, I'm going to new places. I think I'm being more positive about life, and I've realized that you have to find superpowers in the more mundane aspects of your day-to-day life. And I've written down a couple, if you guys really, because these ones are ones I picked out. You guys can add some of your own in your own, well, don't talk on the table, I'm talking, but first superpower, we all know black people are apparently magnetic. How else would you explain all the bullets that get attracted to them? No, the white people don't feel left out. I found one for you. You guys are perfect marksmen as long as your targets are unarmed. No, don't feel bad, but you guys are like bullseye as long as the person you're shooting at is innocent. So, I mean, there's a stipulation, yes, but you gotta live with it. Ladies, I found one for you too. Women can apparently turn invisible, but only after I've asked them out on a date. There's a catalyst, and I know, right? Fucking sad. Oh, I love you too. What? Pick this up, and we'll get back to that. Speaking of women, I don't do very well with the ladies. Surprising, I know. A couple reasons for that. One of them is because I have a general mistrust of women. That sounds bad when I say it like that, so let me explain. I grew up playing video games, and in a lot of the video games, all women want to do is steal your power and take your potions. I'm not looking for that in a long-term commitment. I don't know if that's what you guys do here, but if I saw that on Tinder, I'd totally swipe left. And say, I play a lot of online video games, and 95% of the time, when you think you're talking to a girl, it's just some dude named Jose who's jacking off, sending you dick pics, asking if I'd like to fuck him. Sorry. I'm sorry, Jose, I can't be gay and black in Nevada. I might as well shoot myself. That was good. And I wish I would find a girl on like a video game or something like that, because I have a type. I like nerdy girls. Any nerdy girls in the audience? Two, I'll take it. But I like nerdy girls. I know it kind of bottlenecks me, but I said my dream girl is someone who has like, thick rim glasses, a Doctor Who hoodie, whose main attachment to me is that we both watch Game of Thrones, and I'm borrowing her DVD at Clerk, so she has to text me back. And we have such a good relationship because all I can do is talk about anime and video games, and she's imaginary, so we just have perfect chemistry. I know if I ever want to get a real girlfriend, eventually I need to actually better myself. I want to make sure that my future girlfriend's as hyped to be with me as I am to be with her. So I'm going to better myself as a person. I'm trying to lose some weight because of the girl thing, and also I feel that every joke I make about me having a heart attack becomes more of a reality with every passing day I have cake for lunch. Hey guys, I got a lot of stuff I have to do. I can't die. I haven't seen Birdman yet. GTA 5 is in my PS4 at home. There's shit on my plate, and I can't afford death. My friends heard me tell that joke, and they're like, Raphael, if you want to, lose some weight and get better, healthy and everything, we're going to start doing yoga and aerobics in the morning, and you should join us. Now, you wooed for yoga. I said no. Here's why. Fuck yoga and aerobics. We're going to go on this. But they're like, Raphael, why, you talk about it on stage. Why don't you want to do it? I'm like, well, I also talk about D&D on stage. That doesn't mean I want to go out into the woods with a sword and shield, attacking hikers demanding their gold. I'll go to jail for that. Fuck, and I've seen The Wire. I can't handle jail. Fuck, unless the leader of Cell Block D is determined by their Spider-Man knowledge, I'm gonna get fucked. And I don't want that to figure out, I don't want that, how I figure out I have a butt thing. Point being, I said no, because I'm a gentleman, I'm not gonna do yoga. I don't wanna go outside for any reason, let alone yoga and aerobics. What the fuck? Like, you guys have been outside. It's fucking scary, right? There's like giant metal dragons called cars and attractive women and women behind the wheels of cars. It's fucking horrifying. It's terror all day, every day, and I can't handle that. I know, right? Ladies, am I right? No, it's cool. No, okay. I read a BuzzFeed article about feminism. I'm in the loop. I got this. So there's like, okay, you don't want to do yoga and aerobics. If you're gonna try to be healthier, just eat healthier. Drink some cool drinks. That's understandable. So my friend gave me something called a kombucha energy drink. Have you guys heard of those things? Right. So he's like, drink this. It's very healthy for you. It'd be good. I tried it, and it was the worst thing. It was metallic-y, and it was like the Silver Surfer's cum. That's all I could really compare it to. Just metallic-y and vinegary. And I swallowed it again, because I'm a gentleman, as you do. Ladies, again, am I right? Swallowed that cum. No. This took a turn I was not expecting. Yeah! Am I still screaming? Shut it. I love you too. Oh, I asked him, why the fuck would you drink this? This is the worst thing I've ever tasted. He's like, yeah, it sucks now, but you're gonna drink half the bottle, your body's gonna get addicted to it, or they're gonna like it, tell your brain that it's perfect, and you're gonna be hooked. I'm like, that's the most gangster, like, drug dealer mentality too. Snapple doesn't do that. Snapple wants you to like their drink to start off with and come back for more. Like, kombucha wants you to be itchy an hour later if you haven't had another one. It's like, fuck, dude, I need that raspberry chia seed shit. No, that's the same hype that they gave to like when people started smoking cigarettes. Like, you're gonna smoke half the pack, you're gonna get addicted, and 50 years down the line, you'll stop paying us because you died of lung cancer. Like, next time he's like, okay, Raphael, you really want to get into your beach body, start doing meth. because you liked Breaking Bad, and what would Walter White do? It's like, Walter White, you guys watch Breaking Bad, he wouldn't do his own product, right? Breaking Bad fans. I also don't do a lot of product. Any weed smokers, marijuana enthusiasts? This is the right place for you to be. I can't do it. I'm fucking bad. I can't smoke weed, which is weird because I'm really good at drinking. If I drink alcohol, I stand a little straighter, I can speak a little slower. If a cute girl comes and talks to me, I can have a conversation instead of dropping to the ground and having a stroke, which is not what you want to do when you want to be introduced to their vagina later on tonight. So I don't smoke weed. A couple reasons I don't smoke weed is because I've been bad at it. When my friends would smoke, they'd go off and talk about like religion and politics and like David Lynch films, really highbrow stuff. And I'd just be on the couch being like, holy shit, is this room really stretching? And it was. Some dope reefer. Another reason I don't really smoke that much is because it made me come to terms with my own mortality. You shouldn't watch a documentary about the end of the universe while high. That'll fuck you up. So I decided to stop so I wouldn't keep crying at night. Guys, I'm going to be ending soon. I hope you guys have had a fun time so far. Thank you very much. Before I leave, I want to talk about, because I know my jokes say nerdy stuff, black stuff, whatever. I don't usually talk about raunchier things. Like some comics do dick jokes, vagina jokes, dick and vagina jokes. I like to stick to what I know, like video games, because when I started writing jokes for stand-up, I was told to write what you know, and I don't know the first thing about my dick. Like, honestly, I'm not sure why it sticks around at this point, considering how little game time it gets. No, it's like, I know you guys think that. It's just surprising, right? You think, Raphael, he dresses nice. He can speak in full sentences. He must have to wear a life vest to stop himself from drowning in all the pussy he gets. But first impressions can be deceiving when you look at this sexy bod. No, I don't use I think the reason I don't use my dick a lot is because my dick's PR team isn't really pulling their weight. Like, they're not doing what they could be doing for the brand that is my dick in general. Maybe like a spot on the Tonight Show or something, I'll be back in the game. Because when you think about dicks, as we all do, there's a lot of famous ones that come you guys do. A lot of famous ones that come to mind. The most famous dick in my mind is wielded by a man, a knight by the name of Sir Mix-a-Lot. You guys all know Sir Mix-a-Lot. His dick's PR team went above and beyond the Call of Duty with this line. Sing along if you know the words. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. Perfect. Yep. That is a perfect sentence in my mind because in 10 words or less, 10 words, he tells you everything you need to know about his dick. You guys look confused? Let's get into it. Part 1, my anaconda. Stop. Making sure that everyone knows that his dick is long, it's strong, it's down to get the friction on. So long and strong, in fact, that can only be compared to the largest of land reptiles, the anaconda. Have you seen an anaconda? They're fucking huge, like his dick. Part 2, don't want none unless you've got buns. Stop. Again, make sure everyone knows, unless you come with buns equipped in your inventory, you have no way of getting on the ride. That is his giant anaconda dick. And 3, spin it and bop it. And okay, we're done. Part 3, hun. It's a great way to end the sentence. It leaves everyone with a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, especially when you've been degrading women for the last 9 words. Guys, I'm done breaking the set, and I'm also done with my set on stage. My name's Raphael Lyles. Thank you very much.
Oh, Raphael Lyles. Incredible comic and apparently drum major Raphael Lyles. Is it racial stereotyping that his name is in the color purple? I thought, wow, purple. The whole time up there it said freeze Raphael Lyles. I kept thinking, when I say freeze, you better stop one time. You better stop on a dime. Freeze. I will evade him. I will steal a tiny bike that he can't outrun. Speaking of freezing, this next comic is a good guy to take ice fishing because he's awesome at drilling holes. And he's a really good comic. He's really funny. He's your featured comic. He's just got great energy, killer material. He lets it all hang out. It's Mr. Ethan Pickett.
What's going on, guys? How we doing? Woo! Awesome. Awesome. I just wanted to open up by saying whoever took a shit in that bathroom around the corner, that is the most ripest thing I've ever smelled in my fucking life. That was like a combination between In-N-Out Burger and cat spray. Now you guys know. All right, buckle up. Here we go. I was married for a little bit, and that didn't go well at all. Yeah, we're getting divorced now. Yeah. Woo! It's funny. The wife, she left me because she says I drink too much, and all I care about is sex. But our first date consisted of drinking a bottle of shit-ass vodka on my futon that was riddled with fucking cat puke, and then we fucked. Clearly, she wasn't paying attention. At all. Hey, man, we just fought too much. That's really what it is. We just fought too much. You know, it just gets to a point where it's bullshit. You know, we just fought too much. A good 30% of the time, I'd say we were happy, we were civil. And then the other 70% of the time, I wanted to set her on fire and just drink a beer and watch her run around. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's all right because I like the way you burn. Okay, I would never, ever, ever lay my hands on a girl ever or harm her in any physical way. I think if you're a dude that lays your hands on women, you're a fucking piece of shit, coward fucking asshole of a guy. I think you deserve to be fucking skinned alive and buried up to your neck in fucking red ants. And then some fucking Shaquille O'Neal motherfucker comes out and just fucks the eyebrows off your fucking face. Just, you gonna hit women? Fuck no, because you got my fucking dick in your mouth, boy. I would never hit a girl, but did I think about it all the time in that relationship? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Just grab her by the neck, back of the neck and put 2 holes in the drywall. Just get a new poster and cover that shit up. I wouldn't do it. It's funny though, because the people that you love the most are the people that you fight with the most. And that's because they know who you are. They know how to push your fucking buttons, man. That's what it is, and that's totally true. We would always get in fights over about stupid shit, like where we're gonna eat, like what we're gonna eat. What do you feel like for dinner, babe? Oh, I don't really know. How about Chinese food? No, Chinese food doesn't really sound too good. Okay, what about pizza? No, I don't like pizza either. It's fattening, and I'm already feeling bloated. Okay, well, what about something else? Sushi? No, I don't like. God damn it! Just fucking pick something already. All right, Chinese food sounds good. I would have loved to do that. Can't do that though. Can't do that. I think it's really marriage is about the little revenges, man. If you don't have those, then you're gonna fucking snap, and your face is gonna be all over goddamn USA Today. That's what's gonna happen. It's about the little revenges, you know? She makes you take out the trash, makes you want to fucking snap, pick your nose, fucking flick a booger in her hair. Fucking who cares, right? Who cares? That's a revenge that's best later because then it dries in her hair and she doesn't know it's there and then she's brushing it and fucking snags her hair back. Yeah, that's a great one. She didn't put out, so I pissed on her loofah, and I gotta tell you, that was awesome. Take out the trash. All right, Miss Peabody. I'll do that any day. But now I'm single. Woo! Now I'm single. Freedom. Yeah. I joined a lot of dating sites. That's stupid. Don't ever do that shit. Ladies, let me tell you something. Stop making your profile picture hotter than you are in real fucking life. Stop it. You're setting the bar too fucking high for yourself. You take this awesome picture, like your tits are all done up. Like, and then, like, I'm never gonna see you in real life. Stop doing that. We go to meet you for the first time and we're just like looking at you. We see you from a distance. We see you before you see us. We're just like, oh, fuck. This doesn't look anything like her picture. Ah, in none of these pictures does she have a fucking lazy eye. Oh, look at that shit, dude. It's lazy. Oh, fuck, she saw me. Oh, God, I made eye contact with the lazy one. Oh, fuck. Fuck, what is she doing? Oh, fuck, she's coming over here. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. What's going on, dude? Ah! Holy shit, she looks nothing like her profile picture. Quick, in my office. Thank the fuck Christ. Stop doing it. Also, for another reason, is because you're basing the relationship off lies immediately, and that's just fucking bad. Don't ever do that. If you're willing to lie about what you look like, knowing I'm gonna fucking see you and meet you in person, there's a good chance that you are willing to suck my friend's dick while I am in the shower, all right? And I don't fucking trust a sneaky bitch, all right? I was on Tinder. That's stupid. That's stupid. I met this girl on Tinder, and I'm just trying to strike up conversation or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, what do you do for a living? She's just like, oh, I'm a bill collector, and I'm like, fuck, we've probably talked before. I'll tell you what, I'll go down on you for 4 hours if you make some of that shit disappear for me. Dating sites, they're all right, I guess. Haven't really met. I like to meet people in person. That's really what I like to do. I like to meet people in person. Dating sites are no good. They're all right, but they're no good. They're just going to fuck you in the end. It's going to happen. You're just like, oh, you never know what you're going to get. You really don't. You're just like, oh, man, I hope she's hot. I hope she's pretty. I hope she's not crazy. Oh, please be hot. Please be hot. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. Fuck, it's a man, dude. I knew that shit was coming. Me and my ex, we have a son. Love my kid. That's the most difficult part about the divorce, I have to say. That's the most difficult part. Because I don't get to see my son every day now. Now I only get to see him, so many times throughout the week. That's the bummer part about it. But so you all know, my son is white. And I got him circumcised because I don't want him going through life with a cock that looks like one of them sand monsters from Tremors. You know what I'm talking about? That would be horrible. Plus, I've been blown by a lot of girls, and at no point did they ever look very happy. But the only thing that I can think of to make a blowjob worse for a girl is if she has to fucking peel you first. Look at that, lint. Save that for kindling in a survival situation. One of the hardest parts about sleeping with a baby is that you don't get no sleep, only the baby sleeps. Because you lay like a fucking normal person lays, and he lays opposite of how everybody lays, and you just get a dirty diaper just shoved in your face, and you just smell that. Oh, fuck, son, you're really filling that thing up, aren't you? No, it's all right. Get every penny out of it. It's okay. It's hard, man. It's hard. Being a dad is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. It requires a lot of patience. It requires so much patience. And since I'm using all of that patience for him, that means I have no patience for the rest of you fucking assholes out there that are cutting me off on the freeway or taking too fucking long to order your goddamn food. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hurry the fuck up and move along, please. 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 Before I end up walking through a Walmart with a pump shotgun, are you gonna touch my dick? No. Are you gonna touch my dick? No. USA Today, baby. It's very true. I got to a very low point in my life, and don't fucking judge me when I say this. I got to a low point in my life where, since there's not a female readily available, I jerk off a lot. I do that because it mellows me out. It keeps me fucking clear-headed and fucking good. I got to a very low point, though, where I fucked a fruit. Yeah, I'll let that sink in. Go ahead. Yeah, I fucked a fruit. Actually, it wasn't really a fruit. It was a vegetable. I took a cucumber, and I halved it, and then I placed it in the microwave for a gentle 5 seconds. And then I took it out, and I hauled it, and I fucking tore that pussy up like a goddamn man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now, I don't know what's sadder, the fact that I actually fucked a cucumber or the circumference of my dick actually fit inside of it, you know what I mean? That's pretty bad. It's a very low point in my life. I'm not very proud of sharing it with you guys, but I feel like it's something that kind of bonds us. So now you know that about me. That when you come up to me after the show and be like, Ethan, you were not the funniest guy there, but hey, man, these hands were built to make fucking cucumber pussies. And, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta work these things out on stage, you know? It happens. Yes, thank you. One man. Yes, cucumber, the greatest gift from God ever. I'll never do it again, though, because one of the seeds went up my pee hole and it felt like I took a shit out of a baby out of the fucking tip of my dick. Fucking screamed. Yeah. The pleasure was not worth the pain. Don't ever fuck a cucumber. I'll never say that joke again as long as I'm fucking alive. I hope you guys know that. Yeah. Good fucking times, man. Being single. What's up? Any ladies want my number at this point? I mean, I feel like... yeah, I feel like this is the appropriate time to ask. Now that you know what my nightly activities are up to. Yes. You got a cucumber? Fucking A, man. When you half it, there's 2 fucking halves, man. So you just slip that shit in between the mattress and you grab it and you fucking gorilla fuck the shit out of the mattress. All right, it's not funny anymore. Let's not talk about that. Very embarrassing part of my life. I can't end on fucking a cucumber. Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I told all you guys that. As of right now, I'm pretty much looking for a white trash redneck kind of girl that we can go fish with. I think that would be great. As long as she doesn't have a unibrow, I think that would be pretty fucked up. Or a lazy eye, because you know that's just weird. You know, you just don't ever know how to look at them. Just, Sometimes you just don't get to say anything. I don't know, man. I think it's a lot easier if you, if you do, because guys, this has definitely happened. When you go to meet a girl for the first time, guys, we always see you from a distance. I think this is a great thing to do. There's 2 options. You can either fucking turn and run and walk the opposite way before she fucking sees you, or you can go through with a date. Now, it might sound mean to just fucking leave her, but ignoring a phone call is a hell of a lot easier than coming up with a reason why you gotta cut the fucking date short, you know what I mean? Like, it might sound mean, but so is sitting there pretending not to look at her fucking mustache the whole time, you know, like, fuck. You never know what you're gonna get online, man. You really don't. That's why you gotta meet people in fucking person. I'm fucking sick of Facebook. Can't stand it anymore. I think society is gonna topple over because of Facebook. I think we should all get rid of that shit. I think all of us should eat a nice healthy dose of 7 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, and then we interact like people on a human level. Yes, and we fuck Facebook off. And then whoever refuses to delete their Facebook, we just fucking we round them up like the Jews. We round them up and we throw them in a fucking cage and we shoot canisters of Zyklon B at them until they fucking abide by our ways of human interaction. Bleeding out the goddamn face. Ah! You'll delete that shit, won't you? Won't you? I know you will. Okay, you know what? I think I'm out of time. I don't want to take up any of the headliner. I hear he's great. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And my name is Ethan Pickett. You guys have a great night.
Ethan Pickett, please don't retire. Don't retire the cucumber bit. That hasn't burned you once. Somewhere in Reno, Ethan Pickett's wife is leaning over at Cosmo saying, I gotta tell you guys something. I fucked a cucumber the other day. 3 seconds in the microwave and it had a hole in it, but whatever. It was, I don't know where that came from. Ethan, a couple of housekeeping things. Michael McMillan, the guy who put together this great show. Yeah, and he puts together every show here, I think. Wanted to let you know that there are beers from Magic Hat on sale right now for $3 each, and also that the show is dedicated to Jim Betancourt. So, he's a friend of a friend. Your headliner. You guys are in for a real treat. I've seen this guy before, and he destroys. He's a regular host on the Doug Benson podcast, and he is open for Dave Chappelle. Here he is, Ngaio Bealum.
Hey, how's it? Watch your step. I'm high as fuck. How are you? Right? Shit. I drove up here from Sacramento. You almost have to smoke weed. You can't masturbate the whole time. Right? That's just for when you're on a sunflower seed. So it's good to be here in Reno. Have a drink. Shit, it's Friday night. If you're here underage drinking, don't tell me. Just know that I approve. Everybody did it. Don't front. We all did the underage drinking. All the bars in my neighborhood were surprised when I turned 21. All right? They were shocked. I showed up like, woo, it's my 21st birthday. Fucker, you have a tab here. That's your picture on the wall. What the fuck? You're on the softball team. Been drinking here 6 years. How the fuck? This be cool. I don't drink a lot because I smoke a lot of weed. Look at my haircut. It's not a secret. I love marijuana. I love it. It makes me a better parent. Right? I don't beat my kids. I'll talk to them 3 or 4 hours. They probably wish I would hit them. They were like, man, are you still talking? Can I get an ass whipping? Please. Fucking wrap it up. Shit. I got things to do. It's not a secret. My kids know I smoke weed. I can't hide it from them. Right? My daughter busted me one time. She was like 10. I pulled up at the school to pick her up. She's walking up to the car like, wow, Dad, this whole car smells like weed. I'm like, shut up. The principal's right there. We will all get detention. Just get in the fucking car. Stop snitching. Shit. But they know there's benefits. They reap the benefits. Right? Thanks to marijuana, Dad will take you to any animated feature ever, at any time, ever. They just tell me the plot line. What happens? What? The panda knows kung fu. Hell yeah. Shit, get your shoes. Get in the car. Hurry up. Let's go. I don't want to miss the previews. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Is it 3D? Tell me it's 3D. Dad loves 3D. Right? The movie theater like, you guys go get the tickets. Don't look at me. Look for cars. Look for cars and go get the tickets. And get some snacks. Get the gummy bear. Squeeze the bag. You got the stale ones last time. You got to squeeze the bag. You have to teach your children these life skills. Or they'll be doomed to stale gummy bears. That's fun. What was I talking about? Weed. I love marijuana. I don't care who knows. It's not a secret. Marijuana. Hey, are you guys going to legalize weed in 2016? Let's do that shit. Let's do that shit. That applause was great, but vote. Go hard for weed. Don't just vote yourself. Get your neighbors to vote. Like, we tried to legalize weed in California in 2010. I went ham, right? I went door to door in my neighborhood. You feel me? Like a weed Jehovah's Witness. Right? I have some good news about weed. Can I share it with you? Good morning. I'd like to talk to you about my personal relationship with marijuana. Do you have a few moments? Hi, have you accepted weed in your life? Hi. Yeah, I have some papers. I have some papers here. Adam. I love weed. I have reasons. There's some reasons why I like weed. I'll give you one. Here's one reason. For me, weed is the umami flavor of life. You understand? It's the ketchup, right? It's the soy sauce. It's the ranch dressing of doing shit, right? Some shit is cool. You put some weed on it, it's a little bit cooler, right? Maybe it's not cool at all. Dip it in some weed. It's all right. You feel me? Right. I don't care to wash dishes, but I don't mind getting high and washing dishes. Right. It takes an extra hour because I have to make a playlist first. So fresh and so clean. Right? And I got different playlists depending on how many dishes, what kind of dishes. Right? If there's lots of spoons, there's extra Soundgarden. Wash those dishes while you can. Spoon man. Thank you for getting my 25-year-old grunge music reference. Getting older, man. I didn't even realize I was old till I went to jail last year on some bullshit. Right? And it wasn't even nothing cool. I didn't even get in a fight or nothing. I had a failure to appear that I thought I had appeared at. Right? So I'm sitting in the jail cell with another young African-American brother because it's jail. Ha ha. Hee hee ha ha. It is to laugh. And so we're just sitting around chopping it up, waiting to see the judge and shit, just bullshit, talk about music. I was like, hey man, you like that old school hip hop? Oh, you mean like Dre or Snoop? Come on, man. Old school, Run DMC, Kool Moe Dee, Africa Bambaataa, Soul Sonic Force. Oh, you mean Golden Age. So I stabbed him in the neck like, fuck that fool, you don't know me. I don't play that shit, man. Team Silverback. I did not stab him. There's 2 people in the jail cell and one of them ends up dead. Everybody else knows who did it. No. I waited till lunchtime. I got his ass in the chow line. Now look, no. I am never violent. I am not violent at all. I'm a natural born chiller. You feel me? Right? I'm on a tri-state chilling spree right now. That's how I get along. I'm easy to get along with, right? But on the other hand, though, I'm also not a punk, right? I'm a nerd. But I learn from other nerds. Like, right? Captain Pecan, because I'm hungry. Captain Picard, Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise, he taught me a long time ago, you have to treat Klingons like Klingons. You understand? You can't be afraid, right? Just because I don't want to fight you doesn't mean I won't act like I might fight you. Right? You got to step up. I'll cuss you out in Klingon. I don't give a fuck. Oh shit, he didn't mean it. And then you see me in the parking lot later like, woo, shit, that was close. There you go. That's a virtual joint. It'll go all the way around. Don't honky lip it. Now look, you heard me, Reno. I'm not afraid of anybody here. I've been to Montana by myself. What was I talking about? Weed? Fearless. Okay, I got it. You guys are hilarious. Can I get a Diet Coke, please? I forgot to bring my drink out here. I have some cotton mouth. Can I get a Diet Coke when you get a chance? Yeah, I'm trying to eat healthier. It's hard. It's hard to eat healthy in America because we are pioneers. We are innovators, really, in the art of eating like shit. That's what we do. That's kind of our thing, right? We don't give a fuck. You like Doritos and tacos? How about a Dorito taco, bitches? Eat that shit, right? Yeah, you feel like that pizza's not bad enough for you? We're gonna put fucking bacon and cheese in your crust. That's freedom. That's freedom. That's America. Dip that shit in some ranch dressing. That's Jesus holding a gun. That's what that is. That's freedom-licious. I woke up one morning and walked into my kitchen and my roommate was buttering a Pop-Tart. And I said to her, what the fuck? And she's like, I'm buttering my Pop-Tarts. And I was like, come on, no, really, what the fuck? And she gave me a piece and I ate it. And then I was all, I wish you had never showed me that. Because that shit was delicious, right? But I'm 46. I can't start buttering Pop-Tarts at this stage. Thank you, Raphael. Yeah, thank you. Let's hear it for Raphael again. Like Gomez Adams and Questlove had a baby. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. And he's staring at me like, what the fuck? Are you the black Willy Wonka? What the fuck? The Hennessy tastes like Hennessy. What was I talking about? Weed? I love marijuana. I do. You guys got to legalize weed. I know you got dispensaries opening this year. That's hella exciting. That's hella exciting. 65 in the state. That's the shit. The shit. I'm going to open a business. As soon as we legalize weed in California, I'm opening my bud and breakfast hotel. Would you come visit me at the Wake and Bake Inn? Would you come say hello? Of course you would, right? Good morning. Good afternoon. Right. We don't get up that early at the Wake and Bake, right? Check-in's at 3. Take your time, dog. We're classy. We're classy. We got a little pot chocolate on your pillow. When you get there, your first night, eat that shit, knock yourself out, sleep good, wake up refreshed. Oh, man, I feel great. Hey, you're just in time for lunch. I'm a good cook. I am a good cook because I smoke a lot of weed. I don't have any money. I will invent shit to eat. Right? You feel me? Right. If we have Bisquick and peanut butter, we got peanut butter rolls coming in 12 to 14 minutes. A little longer at higher altitude. Some of you read the box. I looked in the pantry one time. We had marshmallows, margarine, and top ramen. I'm making ramen treats. And they were hella good, too. They were. Don't use the flavor packet. That'll fuck it up. It's not a savory. Glad you guys know what top ramen is and shit. No, because sometimes you get an upscale crowd and shit, they just fucking stare at you like ramen. I had to break it down to a crowd one time. I was like, well, y'all know cup of noodles, right? Uh-huh. Well, I can't afford a fucking cup. I'm just trying to get noodles. Oh, but yeah, man, I can't eat ramen treats anymore. Like I said, I'm trying to mix in a salad and eat the rainbow and be healthier. And shit. I'm not a vegan or nothing. Are there vegans here? Good, because we're going to talk about them. With love. With love. Here's the thing about the veganism. I applaud your sustainability and your desire to be healthy and shit. But why you gotta, they always want to make some fake shit to replace the real shit they gave up, which is cool, I suppose, but then they expect everybody else to eat it too. Right? They show up at the potluck like, hey man, I made some cheese out of cashews. Would you like to eat my nut cheese? Hell no. Hell no, thank you. Right? And you can go past veganism on the food evolutionary scale, right? You can get all the way up to raw. Just raw food. They don't cook anything. Everything's raw. They invite you over for dinner. Don't cook. They just forage in their backyard and come back with some shit. I found wild berries and arugula. I have kombucha. It's a feast. It's a feast. They're very evangelical, the raw people, too. Always trying to convert you to the raw side. Like, do you still cook your food? What are you, like a caveman? Like, rawr. Like, come on, brother, man. It's the 21st century. It's raw. It's natural. It's enzymes. It's life. It's vibration. It's consciousness. I am energy. I am rawness personified. I don't even shit anymore. I just squat over my worm box and rich, fresh compost shoots out of my ass. Circle of life. You should eat more raw food, though. They are correct. They are, like Wavy Gravy told me. It's not you are what you eat, because you are what you don't poop. Some of you still with me. Some of you just staring at me like trout right now. It's like, talk about your dick or something. It's huge. You know what they say? Once you go black, you're out of the will. I hope everybody gets laid after the show. I do, right? I do. Some of you are like, woo, and some of you are like, it's easier to watch porn. It is. It's so easy. It is so easy to watch porn in America. You can watch porn on your smartphone in your car before you go to court. Right? Because you never know what's going to happen in court. Shit might go sideways. Get one last one in, just in case it all goes wrong. Unless you're going to court for jacking off in your car or watching porn on your phone, then give it a rest. But I'm saying when I was a kid, we didn't have access to all the world's porn in our pocket in a box, right? You had to find a magazine under your grandfather's bed, or somebody's uncle gave you a book, or you found a VHS tape in the dumpster when the local pervert moved out of your building. That's how we had it. I had one tape, one VHS tape. Anal Stars Part 3. Don't judge. Don't judge. I was lucky to have it. And perhaps when I was 17, My copy of Anal Stars Part 3 got stuck in the VCR in the living room. My mom handled it very well. She didn't even get mad. Single mom. She just looked at me and she went, well, I guess you were old enough to take the VCR to the repair store. I guess I am. Well played. Shit. That'll teach me. Right? So there I am at the VCR repair store like, I don't know what happened. There's a tape stuck in it. Fucking cat. And the guy behind the counter, he was hella cool too. He didn't even trip. He was like, oh, Anal Stars Part 3. I've been meaning to see that. They tell me it answers a lot of questions from Anal Stars Part 2. Apparently, there's some gaping holes in the plot. You can applaud and boo at the same time if you want because it's crisp, but yeah, really? Like, yeah, I get it. You're like, that was fucking horrible. Thank you. It's kind of what I'm going for there. Embrace your dichotomies. Only one thing better than having sex, and that's smoking weed and having sex. Right? Weed and sex go together like weed and sex. You feel me? I like to incorporate it into the foreplay, right? Let her hit the joint while I do some shit, right? Then I hit the joint while she does some shit, right? Do the smoky pokey. Right? Do the smoky pokey and you smack that ass around. That's what it's all about. Stick your fingers in. Take your fingers out. Right? It's all dark. We're all adults. Stick your fingers in. And you make like a come here. It's like a come here motion like that. Gently at first, like that. Feel for the spongy part. There's a spongy part right up here. You feel for that? Yeah. Some of you know. Some of you look a little embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. This can only help you. Right? If you didn't know, you know now. You will thank me later. You'll be like, oh my God, that stoner's a fucking genius. Watch this. Watch this. This is crazy shit. We're gonna need more towels. Only one thing better than smoking weed and having sex, and that's smoking weed and smoking weed again. That's pretty funny. Smoking weed after smoking weed and having sex. I like you too. Smoking weed and having sex in a hotel room. Hotel sex, do y'all know what I'm talking about? Come on, hotel sex. The hotel, that shit is my shit. Hotel sex, it gets a little freakier, right? A little more creativity, a little louder, a little more physicality, right? It's not your furniture. You don't give a fuck. You trying to break the headboard and shit, like clack, 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 clack. Right? It's not a secret. The hotel knows you're coming to fuck. Right? The new hotels bolt the headboard to the wall now. That shit is locked in. Right? The fancy hotel has the padded headboard. That's nice. I love that. This one has the padded headboard. You can leave the helmet in the car. Come on, hurry up. Right? You're not the only one. People get freaky. You ever hear people in the room next to you doing it? Right? And then you got to start doing it in self-defense. Like, come on, baby, get up. They can't outfuck us. They can't outfuck us. Put your back into it. Right? Those are my real neighbors. I don't give a fuck. They go back to Texas Wednesday. I'm going to get it in. I'm loud. She's loud. People wonder if they should call security. I do not care. I get all kind of side eye at the breakfast buffet. But that's not the walk of shame. That's the walk of game. You understand? Right? Good morning. Good morning to you too. Yes, I am in room 403. I hear you whispering. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry that you had an uncomfortable conversation with your children. But she had the fishnets on, and that's a trigger, dog. I'm not. Huh? No, I'm not even hungry. They're fixing the headboard. I came down here to get some butter and some syrup from the waffle bar. Right? And now I'm going to go see about a late checkout. That's kind of my plan. I'm going to try to get it one more time with butter and syrup. Treat you like a chicken and waffle. Come here. I want to lick you from your head to your toes. I love that song because it's nasty. I like nasty songs. I don't like crude. You don't be crude, right? I want to fuck you like an animal. Like, hey, I mean, I do, and I'm gonna, but you'll figure it out. I just go to it roundly, sir. Right? That's why I like that Ludacris, because it's, you know, I wanna lick you from your head to your toes, right? So move from the bed down to the floor. I wanna. That's the best part. That's the best part of that song, right there. Just that's earthy. That's what that is. That's what it is. Just I just sing that part of the song behind people at Whole Foods. Did you want to go ahead of me? Too late. I just like it nasty. You can come at me old school. You get me with some classic rock, OG Steve Miller Band type nastiness. You remember that one? Like, really love your peaches, wanna shake your tree. Hell, shit, I'll wait up for a tree shake and hurry over. Right? I'm in the shower, the door's open. When was the last time you had your tree shook? Like, all right, try to get the top fruit. I'm in. Some folks want to act like a song's not nasty when I know good and well the song is nasty. Right? Jermaine Stewart had one hit his whole life, right? We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, and everybody's like, oh my God, that's so sweet. That's nasty. Because we really don't have to take our clothes off. We don't. I'll push the panties right to the side and just right up against the wall. Hold still, hold still. Right back to the barbecue. I was in Monterey one time. I told that joke. There was an old dude sitting in the front. Monterey represent. There was an old dude sitting in the front. He was like 75 years old. And he looks at me and he goes, we used to call that the hook and schnook. That's some OG science. The hook and schnook. What? Hey, old timer, how was your date? Oh, I took her to a picture show. You know, I bought her an ice cream sundae. I walk her home. I give her a little hook and schnook. All right, see you at church. The hook and schnook. Oh, shit. What was I talking about? Weed? I do love weed. I love marijuana. That shit, I have reasons. Here's another reason. Marijuana is medicinal. It helps people all the time. You read shit all the time. Weed fixes that. Weed's good for this. Weed's good with that. They just published a study. Marijuana helps to alleviate the symptoms and the onset of Alzheimer's disease. It's true. It's true, right? How it works is you get so used to forgetting shit, you develop a system. Then the Alzheimer's kicks in, you don't even know, you just think you're high. Because you do forget shit. You do. Mostly I forget where I put my weed. That's really mostly what happens. I'm not lying. I found hash in my passport one time. That's not a good idea. Right? Don't hide your hash in the passport. That's the first place they look, right? Like, can we see your passport? No. I'll race you to the consulate. Fuck that. No. I don't carry weed internationally. I carry it domestically. I'll get on a plane. I don't give a shit. TSA does also not give a shit. I mean, you know, don't bring a pound and a half, but if you have what is easily recognizable as a personal amount of marijuana, they don't care. I've been busted. I got caught in Spokane one time, right? I'm going through the scatter machine, and, sir, what's that in your pocket? And I was like, it's a pipe and a small amount of medical marijuana. And he goes, oh, that's not going to affect the safety of the plane at all. My thinking exactly, sir, and good day to you. Only one time did I think about smuggling some marijuana internationally because I had been in Amsterdam for 7 days straight. Right. So I was high. You understand? Higher than grandma's drawers. You feel me? Right? Higher than giraffe titties. You catch my drift? Right. Higher than a chola's eyebrows. I was high as fuck for 7 days straight, and I wanted to bring some of that delicious Dutch hash home, so I came up with a simple yet effective plan. I was just gonna take a big chunk of that Nepalese temple ball and stick it right in my butt because I'm old school. You understand? I'm a traditionalist in some matters. You don't always have to be newfangled. Sometimes the old ways are still the best ways. You stick it in your butt and you get on the plane. That's the Amsterdam hamstergram. That's what I'm talking about. When it's time to bring it back. Now, a friend of mine, she brought some weed back from Amsterdam. However, she did not smuggle it home in her butt. You understand? The marsupial method. Nature's pouch. Right? A guy in Atlanta said, the front pocket. That's a good one, right? And that's how she brought it back. And of course we smoked it. And it was fucking delicious. Oh my God. Oh man, it had kind of a tang to it. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Just like earthy, but with a hint of copper and seawater. Do you know what I mean? Just like, what, you don't have tasting notes? Tasting notes on the coochie? Oh my God, it's so fancy. Everything's got tasting notes, everything. Wine used to be the only thing with the tasting notes, right? You get your glass of wine, you get your pants, your fancy pants on, you're like, oh, this perky Merlot has notes of oak and leather and feces, maybe just a hint of feces. It's grassy. Right? Everything, shit, me and my friends, we do that with weed. Fucking last harvest season, everybody came over with all kind of weed. We sit around and get all connoisseur and shit. That's a Susanville train wreck from the west side of the mountain, picked by a one-legged man right before a thunderstorm. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Right? Your flavor is good, sir, but I take issue with your cure. 6 growers in here. I take tips. I love weed too. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, everything's like that. Coffee just used to be coffee, right? I like a coffee. Here's your fucking coffee. But no, coffee's very fancy in the pants now too, right? Oh, this Sumatran blend tastes of humidity and monitor lizard. I don't know. They just fucking make shit up. This single farm Ethiopian offering tastes like drought and colonial imperialism and fucked up globalization policy so you can get your privileged ass out of bed in the morning. Some jackass with a beard and he's gonna charge you $5 for the privilege and look at you funny when you ask for a fucking shot of cream. You're like, can I get some fucking half and half of my $5 coffee? Sir! I just gave you $5. You should just give me a half a gallon of milk, asshole. Just getting cranky. That's why I smoke weed. It's not the only reason. I just love weed, man. I just like getting high. I like the flavor. I like everything. And people get confused sometimes. Because I come out and talk about weed a lot, and they all freak out like, oh my God, you do a lot of drugs. And I don't do a lot of drugs. I do a few drugs a lot. There's a difference. Nicotine, alcohol, caffeine. I'm off the refined white, well, I'm off the corn syrup, but I'm still on the refined white sugar. That shit's fucking hard to quit. It's everywhere. Mushrooms twice a year is part of my spiritual journey. All right? And for certain concerts, and mescaline on Christmas if I can get it, because it makes the kids' table hella enjoyable. What do you guys, finger painting? Fuck it, I'm in. Right? Don't be afraid to explore your mind. Just know yourself and be careful. Be a responsible drug user. That's all I ask. Everybody here is on drugs. This is America. They can't stop us from doing drugs. We all do drugs. Whether you're on some booze, you smoked a joint, you took a Valium or a Xanax or a fucking Percocet. I don't give a fuck. Maybe you're on Jesus. Maybe you take yoga. I don't give a shit what you're on. Just handle it. That's all I'm asking. If you're puking on people and fighting girls, dial it back. That's all. That's all. It's just part of being a grown up. I give you till you're like 25, because there's gonna be some trial and hella fun error sometimes, right? But by the time you're 25, you should know which drugs, right, in what amount, and what order. Order is important. Order is important. Hell yeah. It took me forever to learn that I can be stoned and go get drunk, but I can't be drunk and go get stoned, right? Because that's when all this shit starts happening. And I'm fucking lying on the ground like a nerd, like, gravity's real, you guys. I can feel us spinning through infinity. We are just standing still. Who wants tacos? Forever. Right? But shit, if you do drugs, be responsible. Enjoy it. The odds are you won't get hooked. Don't, listen. Studies show that only 3% of any given population will be addicted to have some sort of substance abuse problem. So don't, just do research. Be an adult. Have fun. People don't do drugs because they're shitty, right? At first. They make it shitty after a while. You keep fucking up. But shit, drugs can be fun, dog. And, you don't have to do all the drugs. And that's the thing. When people talk about drug legalization, we're just going to make a nation of junkies. Fucking no, we're not. If they legalize heroin, nobody here is going to run out and buy some heroin. Me, I'm the only one. And that's just because I'm a good host. All right? I also have a liquor cabinet I hardly ever drink, but people might come over. Thanks. Water tips, fat rail, whatever. I don't know. We're going to chase the dragon a little bit. Fuck it. It's Friday. It's Friday. Chase the dragon. Chase the dragon Friday. Tonight we got chase the dragon. That's the thing, man. And I trip off of that. I think about addiction because I do drugs, right? I do. I don't do as many drugs as I pretend, but I do a few for sure. I love weed, but I don't really have a problem. I stop smoking weed for hours and days at a time sometimes in some small ass towns. Right? That's not really, my only addiction that I worry about is my fucking nicotine addiction because it's fucking ridiculous and it doesn't do any mind expanding bullshit and it's $7 fucking a day because I smoke the fancy ones because I'm killing myself organically like an educated person. And it's $7. I could put that money in a jar, right? At the end of the month, I would have $210 and I could do anything. I could get hookers and I could get crack, right? Because if you buy crack, the hookers will show up and they'll bring cigarettes. And that's what I really fucking want because it's been a fucking month and I'm fucking fiending on one. Thanks. I don't really need the blowjob, but can you leave the Marlboros? Is that cool? 'Cause that's the drug I have a problem with. Nicotine. Oh, damn, I want a cigarette right now. After the show, we'll go outside. That's international sign language, by the way. Everybody knows it. Anywhere in the world. You go anywhere in the world. You speak way more sign language than you know, right? Let's go smoke a joint, right? Let me blow my cigarette, right? This means I'll trade you for some of this. Maybe a little bit. I'm sorry you don't know, brother. Maybe one day you'll find out. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I'm high, so I'm all philosophical and shit. That's another thing about drugs. Drugs help you come to understandings with things. And sometimes, especially when it comes to music, right? Some drugs, like Pink Floyd and mushrooms go together. Oh, fuck, like wine and steak. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking weed in almost every song. Except for DMX. I didn't understand DMX for the longest time because I'm stoned all the time. And I was like, dude, why are you so fucking aggravated? Let's just smoke a joint. Right? But then one time, I was in Idaho Falls, Idaho, at this packed, crazy nightclub, drunk off my fucking ass, and DMX came on, and then all of a sudden it made perfect sense, right? Like, oh, fuck, I am gonna lose my mind. Meet me outside. It's like, oh, I was just on the wrong drug the whole time. You just learn. It's a new thing. I just like weed. I smoke weed. I do everything. I smoke weed. That's what I do. Like anything I do, I'm probably stoned. You know, I'm not a brain surgeon. I don't give a fuck. I'm on the golf course high as fuck. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Not even in Nevada. Nobody snitches. Nobody snitches on the golf course, right? No one, he's gonna go run into the game marshal. What's he gonna say? Hey, that dreadlocked black guy's got a bag of weed. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nobody gives a fuck. You got a whiskey and a cigar. I got a blunt and a Diet Coke. It's a beautiful day. We're all having a wonderful time. Keep your head down. Why we love this. One time in Sacramento, I got paired up on the golf course with this random middle-aged white dude, me and him on the course, right? So right around the third hole, it's time for me to dial it in, smooth it out, lock it down, right? So I pulled out a fat hoop. I took a couple puffs. I did the neighborly thing. Hey, man, you want to hit? No, thank you. But do you have any crack? The fuck? What? No. And might I add, sir, I find your presumptuousness somewhat off-putting. Because that's how I talk when I'm mad. Secondly, who the fuck smokes crack on the golf course? What the fuck? It doesn't help your swing. You can't show up at the golf course all cracked out like I'm a... You know. Right drug for the right activity. That's my point. Right? Weed in golf makes sense. Booze in golf makes sense. Crack in golf don't make a lick of sense. Right? You don't do a bunch of crank and go to a chess tournament. Right? You don't eat a bunch of mushrooms and try to run a marathon. What do you mean I'm off course? This entire planet is off course. I see through your whole thing. Why am I wearing a number? I'm not a number. Can't run a marathon on mushrooms. It'd take you 3 days. Laughing and crying the whole time, right? Just crying because your feet hurt. Laughing because you're happy to have feet. That's how mushrooms work. They teach you the dichotomy. You embrace it all. You understand the necessity of the yin and the yang. Me too. Me too. Well, fuck, it is Friday and it is early. Fuck it. What was I talking about? Weed. I love marijuana. I hope every... What did he say? Nice! Somebody take a picture of that. That's pretty fucking sweet. Tag me on the Instagram. Ngaio 420. Ngaio 420 is the brand name. Because there's 419 other Ngaios in the world. That's what I told my mom. I'm kidding. My mom smokes weed. My name is fucking Ngaio. Right? Not anymore, but back in the day, my mom's old school. She's like, just take 2 joints because you can eat them shits. Right? You don't get a paraphernalia charge. Your stomach's a little fucked up for an hour, but you're not in jail. And by the way, I know everybody pulled out their phone. I would like to thank most of you guys for staying off your phone for the whole show. That's pretty impressive. It is hard. It's hard to stay off the smartphone. I realize I have a problem because I stare at my goddamn phone all the time. And I've been practicing leaving the house without my phone. Yeah. I'm up to 10 minutes. I walk to the corner store and then I fucking sprint back because it's got all my secrets in it and I shouldn't let it up my sight. Right? Think about how well your smartphone knows you. Right? Everyone you call, all your little directions, all your little inappropriate website searches, right? All your titties, all your racist jokes, all that shit. It's sitting right there on your goddamn phone. It's like The Godfather, right? It's consigliere. You know what I'm talking about? He's like James Caan. Is it James Caan? Bobby Duvall. He's James Caan. He's James Caan, right? It's Bobby Duvall. Bobby Duvall was a consigliere. I was right. Consigliere. I'm not Italian. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. My point is, when we're outside smoking weed after the show, and I'm not trying to wish nothing on nobody, but if I should die around you please smash my phone. Do you understand? Right, I should get a bracelet made, right? Like, call 911, smash my phone, because that shit is hell of important. If I live, I won't even be mad. I'll be like, you did the right thing. You saved my life as I have created it. We didn't know they'd be thinking. Some of you are still with me, some of you are just like, talk about your dick some more. It's huge. I'm kidding. You're gonna feel a little bit of pressure right behind your eyes. Damn! You guys are all right, Reno. It's cool, man. I've been on the road a long, long time, and it's not always cool. It's not always as cool as 50 people in a big-ass room around the corner from the gospel mission. This is nice. This is nice. I've played some shit gigs. This is like 20 years ago. Me and my boy Doug Stanhope, we did a 2-week tour of shitty one-nighters in Texas. Yeah. OGs. And he was opening for me. Ha ha. Well, I know. Fuck. And Texas, and not cool Texas. There was no Austin. There was no Dallas, no Houston. We didn't even fucking play San Antonio. We played Armpit, Texas. We played Brown Eye, Texas. We fucking played Assmouth, Texas, which was 2 towns right next to each other, and they wanted us to go. We didn't want to do it. The point is, you sign a contract. The thing is, that's how you got a pretty mouth. I'm just impressed you could pronounce trichomoniasis. I know, right? Kind of put off my feed for a minute. I'm here. I love marijuana. But at this point, we're in Waco, Texas, Saturday night, last night of the tour, just got paid, handful of cash. I'm 23, 24, maybe, hey, bartender, 22, maybe, hey, bartender. What is there to do in Waco, Texas on a Saturday night? Well, young fellas, you can go to the Bring Your Own Beer titty bar that's 3 miles outside of town. Fuck yeah, we can. Oh yeah, dog, that's a vision quest. So we grab some beer, we put it in the truck, and we roll out to the Bring Your Own Beer titty bar 3 miles outside of Waco, Texas. And as we walk up to the doorman turns around, and his t-shirt says in very, very big letters, white power. I laughed. I did. I laughed right at him because I am from a big city and I thought he was being ironic. Right? Let's break it down, brother. Your white power? The fucking doorman at the Bring Your Own Beer titty bar 3 miles outside of Waco, Texas? I don't really think you symbolize white power, brother. I think white power is what you got left. Fucking hold on to it. Don't let it grow. Cradle that shit like a baby, man. I'm not mad at you. Right? That's not the white power that scares me. The private prison industry is the white power that scares me. I have weed in my pocket all the goddamn time. This guy, fuck that. Listen, I'm an American. I don't play that shit, right? I was born here. I've been taught from a very, very early age to never, ever let racism get in the way of my sexism. Now bring the titties out. We don't have time. Well, this bullshit. We're supposed to be on the same team right now, dumbass. Get your shit together. That was a long time ago. You grow, you learn. I no longer go to strip clubs with the intent to oppress women. I now go to offer gifts to the sacred prostitute. It's way more pagan, but it's still titties. But the context is completely different. As you get older, you learn it's all context. Where are we going? Why? Fuck. I've seen titties. I love you too. Maybe we'll make a cameo. I may have a shot. Is it too? Can I get one shot, por favor, of the tequila? The tequila, please. Just one. I'm not getting fucked up. Everybody knows that getting drunk in Reno is how you wake up naked and win a mucker. And it's a long, cold, naked hitchhike back. It's not even a hitchhike, it's a fucking hike. Nobody stops for my naked dreadlock ass. Dude, was that Bigfoot? I think it's Predator. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. So one shot, because I haven't decided whether I'm going to stay tonight. I might stay tonight because it's Reno, but I also might go home tonight because it's Reno. I'm fucking with you guys. Let's party. Woo! All right, buy all my CDs and I can afford to party. Muchas gracias, amigo. Thank you. So what happens when I drink tequila? I start speaking Spanish. You ever get bilingual on the tequila, right? Sí, claro que sí. ¿Qué pasa, casas? What? What's happening, Holmes? Como frijoles? What? How you been? I haven't seen you. Right? I learned that shit in high school. I lived in LA too. If you live in LA and you can't speak Spanish, you will never eat. Right? They will forever put onions on your shit. So you learn to say, por favor, sin cebolla. I learned most of my Spanish in high school with the Mission High in San Francisco, not all the white kids, blacks and Latinos, getting along fabulously. We do musicals, right? But it would be bilingual. You know what I'm talking about, right? The sun will come out mañana. Bet your bottom peso that mañana there'll be sol. Mañana, mañana, me encanta mañana. Porque lo siempre un día away. Thank you, thank you. It's a hard knock vida por nosotros. It's a hard knock vida por nosotros. Jota to the Izzo. All right. What was I talking about? Weed? I love marijuana. I hope everybody had a good harvest season. Mine was pretty good. I like to get my trimmigrant labor on, right? Trimmigrant labor, they pay you money in Humboldt County, Mendocino County. They pay you $200 a pound to trim weed. And if you're any good, you 2.5, 3 pounds. Well, okay, I'm lying. 1.5, 2 pounds. I tell them 3 because then I show up. The whole point is, you spend a couple, 3 weeks in a cabin in the woods out in Humboldt County, right? You come back with a bag of weed, a stack of cash, a repetitive stress injury, right? And the inability to recognize that you stink like weed all the goddamn time right now. You just can't smell it anymore, right? So now you're at the bank confused as to why everybody's staring at you like a skunk shit in your pants. You're like, why are you? Oh, it's because I have this big ass piece of weed on my shirt that I didn't see? My bad, here, you can have it. It's harvest season. Happy harvest. Right? Harvest season. Weed is everywhere. Man, if you hang out in Humboldt County, Mendocino County, those cats never run out of weed. It is never August in Humboldt County. Right? Those guys they take this ridiculous, dude. They'll load a bowl and take one hit and be like, oh no, wait, shit, that was the wrong one. Right? Smoke half a joint. Oh, it's just easy to roll another one. I'm like, what the fuck, you guys? Stop! There's children in Nebraska fiending on weed like this. Y'all have to respect this shit. Y'all take this shit for granted. Right? I come from poor people. I will smoke a joint till my goddamn fingers burn. I will smoke the whole fucking, till it's a wisp of smoke and throw it in the air and get that shit too. Just like, stem to stern. Everything but the oink. You know what I'm talking about. Stem to stern. It's just stern. Churlish and insubordinate. First of all, la da 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 da. All right, stop. I can't. I dance like I'm half white. Don't need the lime because I don't have scurvy. I would also like to thank them for not putting any salt on my drink because hypertension kills black people. It's not the alcohol. The goddamn salt that'll get you every time. Trying to be health conscious. All right, everybody, listen up. Pay close goddamn attention because I, Ngaio Bealum, the Chocolate Mountain of Joy, am about to utilize metaphor as a literary device. Right? Yes. There's going to be some similes in the middle, but mostly it will be metaphor. Right? That's a direct comparison. Iron bars of life. That's like Blake or Milton or Biggie or Pac. I get confused. It's hard to follow all the poets. I believe it was the existential poet Be Real who once said, how can you know where I'm at if you haven't been where I've been? Understand where I'm coming from? I had to think about that shit for a week. And then I was all, you could just kill a man. Right? Because before it was just something I just couldn't understand. How he could just kill a man. From the first album, which everyone should have. Pressing on the button, panicking for nothing. Oh, not quite golden age. A Metaphor by Ngaio Bealum, the Chocolate Mountain of Joy, LLC. Large, luscious, and chocolate. A lot of people get the opportunity to have a drink and they want to be in a hurry, right? You hear them, drink it, slam it. Quit nursing it, fucker. Me, I like to take my time with my drink. You understand? Sniff it a little bit, right? Lick around the rim of the glass for a little while, right? Don't grab it like you just got out of jail. You understand? Like you're trying to sneak off on your work furlough program or some shit, trying to get a quick one on your to and from. No. Be a grown up. Tease your alcohol. Who's your daddy? Ooh, naughty, naughty. Naughty, 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 naughty. If this glass had hair, I would pull it. Right? Not hard. Don't be yanking and grabbing. It's not for pain. You understand? It's for sensation. You want to create a sensual and tactile delight. You know what I'm talking about? Just excite and elevate all 5 of the senses. Growl at it and just like, I'm going to drink you. I'm going to drink the shit out of you. Some of you starting to understand the metaphor inherent. Take your time. All the people giggling right now, y'all the nastiest motherfuckers in the room. Be proud of your freaky ways. You might make a new friend. Hold me. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. You ever have sex so good you get an aftershock 2 days later? You talk about you be at work and shit. Hey, Mike, I want to. Fuck it, I'm going home. We'll clean the house. That's the thing. Here's the thing. They didn't tell me when I was a younger man how to this relationship. What women find attractive about you changes when you move in with them. You understand? It's easy when you're dating. It's easy. You're cute, you're funny, you look good in your jeans, you got some sex moves she hasn't seen, right? Fucking, that's awesome. But when you're moving together, you want to make sure you keep getting laid on the regular. Clean the fucking house. It is the strangest, weirdest fucking thing, but it works. Let her come home like, oh my God, you did all the laundry and put it away? Somebody should have told me. I'm just dropping science on the youngsters. OG, double, triple OG. Oh, my knees hurt. All right, look. Do I have a salve? It's the beauty of a weed doctor. I go see my weed doctor. She's like, you should eat more marijuana. I'm like, you're the first person who's ever fucking told me that. You got a deal. Doctor's orders. All right, a couple more jokes, and then we're gonna go outside. Wow. Did you just holler huge black penis, sir? No, I heard you. It's not for you. But continue to think about it all you like. I have no problem with that. Listen, I grew up in San Francisco, so I'm crazy open-minded about shit, and which is a great place to grow up. But you go to some other places and people say shit and nobody says some shit about it, and I try to stay calm because I don't know anybody, but every once in a while somebody will say some shit about gay marriage. I'll just be like, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. You can fuck anybody you want to. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It doesn't fucking, as far as I'm concerned, you could fuck a fucking tree stump. I don't give a shit. Y'all got a deal? You got it worked out? There's mutual respect and communication? Check for bees. That's my advice. That's what I got. That's what I got. If you're fucking a tree stump, check for bees. That's all, right? Because you want one that used to have bees in it because of the wax. Right? That's where we get the phrase, hey, you mind your own beeswax. See? You guys didn't even know that. It's an obscure fact. Well, actually, Normie. But here's the thing, this open-minded, it leads you on adventures, man, which is awesome. I was in San Francisco a couple, 3 years ago, and it just happened to be Gay Pride weekend. It was 2:45 in the morning, and my phone rang. It was my boy Clyde, so I knew shit was up. He's like, man, I'm at this crazy fucking Gay Pride after party at this warehouse in the Mission. You gotta come over right away. I was like, got it. So I grabbed my canary yellow three-piece, I threw that shit on, and I rolled it, because it's a Friday night party, right? Don't fuck around. And I rolled out. It was a Saturday night. I rolled out to this party, and it was cracking. Costumes, rice wine, soju, energy drinks, fucking DJs everywhere. There's some crazy, freaky, all-dude gay sex room upstairs. Like, I walked upstairs like, hey, what's going on up here? Oh, I'm good. And I'm downstairs, right? I give a fuck. Fuck all you want, right? But I'm downstairs in the weed smoking section because it's San Francisco, and that's my thing, right? So we got blunts, we smoking pipes, and then further in the back is apparently some sort of smoking and fucking section, but I didn't see that part. I'm just in the smoking section smoking weed and shit. And this dude comes up to me, he's like, hey man, can I borrow your pipe? I was like, hell yeah, dog, it's a party. Fuck it, take the pipe. I got a joint anyway. I'm smoking my joint shit. He's off for 10 minutes, and I look over there, and I seen him, and this is, okay, what is the protocol, right? Like, is there a polite way to say to someone, hey, can you not smoke my pipe and suck a dick at the same time? Like, I mean, it's not my party, right? I was invited. I'm not trying to be the asshole. But like, is there, who do you ask? Do you call Dan Savage about that? Like, how do you ask? Like, what do you, like, okay, hey, when you have my pipe back, can you just run the lighter on it? Right? Cauterize that shit. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. We just met, dog. I don't even, that's just the whole story. I don't even know what the fuck. Like, it was just different. That's all. It's not like I haven't had someone suck my dick and smoke my pipe, but context. All right, couple more jokes. And then, what? Weed? I love marijuana. I do. I love weed. I have some jokes about it as soon as I remember them. It'll happen. I'm not in a hurry, ever. Okay, sometimes at the end, but that's it. Yeah, because I smoke weed. I don't even drive fast. I don't. Speed limit 65, I go like 68, right? 72. Careful. There's a couple reasons. One, I have no idea if my license is suspended in this state or not. I don't open those letters. Two, I have no idea if I have drugs in the car. I probably do. Generally, if I think I'm out of weed, I go clean my car. But first, I call my friends and take bets. The over-under is 1.5 grams. That's the over. Some of you still with me, so I fucked up that joke. It's supposed to go like this and then like that. Either that or the weed's wearing off. Oh, yeah, by the way, after the show, I will be selling my comedy DVD. It's called the 420 Friendly Comedy Special. Ooh. It's got me, Dan Gabriel, Jasper Red, and Keith Lowell Jensen on it. It's a very, very funny CD. It's jokes on here that I haven't told, and 3 other comics you haven't fucking seen. So it's completely worth it, and it's only at least $10. Right? That's a good deal. So it's $10, but hey, maybe you got lucky at the tables. Throw $15 at me, right? Right? Maybe you had a good harvest season. I'll take $20. You feel me? Maybe your meth lab is doing great. Throw 50 at me. Right? Throw 50. Get some karma back. Support the goddamn arts. I got kids. No, Topper, I'm trying to get some steak with my beans and rice. Love's gonna get you. All right. You know. Okay. You guys keep talking, it throws me off. And that's why I like weed, because if you were high, you'd be quiet. Now look. Yeah. There's the stoner finally says something. Yeah. They're right. Fucking love weed. I love you too. All right, 2 more jokes. As soon as I remember them. What jokes? What jokes to tell? What jokes? Do I have any other jokes? Do I have some new jokes? I did that one. I did that one. Oh, fuck. What? Ashley Simpson. Yeah, she's my favorite. I don't even fucking know who she is. I'm wrestling with the fact that I like a Taylor Swift song. And it's making me mad. Haters are gonna hate. They are. They are. Listen, I never miss a beat. You understand? I'm lightning on my feet. And that's what they don't see. Mm-hmm. Fucking love that song, and it fucking makes me mad. It does. It makes me mad, because I'm fucking dancing like a white girl in the car, and I do. I shake it right off. Oh, damn, I like that song. It's fucking... It happens. I'm not a fan, because I only like one song, right? That's what a friend of mine told me one time. If you like 3 songs by somebody, you have to admit you're a fan, right? That's how I had to admit that I like Justin Timberlake, although I tried to hate on him, but fuck it, I can see us holding hands. Right? Walking down the beach, our toes in the sand. Fuck yeah, cry me a river. Right? But I'm still a half a song away from having to admit that I like Drake. Sorry. Fuck that. He's hilarious. I love all the girls. I love Drake. I have Drake panties on. I love Drake. Drake and Taylor Swift should date and then break up and write albums. So I was like, all right, 2 more jokes. Love Drake. YOLO. You already know though. Every day. Y'all just on the wrong drug. Fizz face. That's E40. You smell me. Look. Welcome to Hip Hop Philosophy and Critique. I'm your host, Professor Dope Beat. This is from an old De La Soul video. Don't worry. This is what's going on. The weed's wearing off, so here come the mushrooms. All right. 2 more jokes. How about just some joke jokes? Joke jokes. You can take these jokes home. You can tell your friends. This is joke 36B, joke 36B, if you have the book at home. 75-year-old man is walking through the woods and he sees a frog. The frog says, if you give me a kiss, I'll turn into a 19-year-old princess. You can live in my castle. I'll take care of your every desire. So the man takes the frog, he puts it in his pocket, and he goes walking through the woods. And after a while, the frog says, hey, aren't you going to give me a kiss? And the man says, to tell you the truth, at this age, I would rather have a talking frog. Right? You don't have to take your talking frog to see Taylor Swift. And that's what they don't see. No, one song. Half a video, the last half of the fucking broken. You know which one. They'll tell you I'm insane now. The last half of that video. Watch it. I'm not going to spoil it because I'm not that kind of nerd. I'm a different kind of nerd. I'm a nerd. I had to admit, I'm mostly comic book nerd. That's mostly kind of my thing. Don't ever wear some fucking comic book superhero t-shirt around me if you don't know anything about that superhero, right? Because I'll pick a fight. I will try to fight you. If you're wearing a Flash shirt and you can't tell me at least one secret identity of any Earth, any universe, I will fucking tear that shirt off. You are not fit for the colors. I said good day. Right? I just had to accept it. I had a nerd epiphany, right? Which is different from a nerdgasm. You know what I'm talking about, a nerdgasm? You go to the movies and they show the Age of Ultron trailer and you hear some dude go, oh! Oh, woo, fuck! Hold it together, nerd boy. This is what happened. I was doing the New York Times crossword puzzle in ink, fuck off, and the clue was like a fox, e.g., example given. But the answer in the crossword puzzle was metaphor. Like a fox is not a metaphor, really. It's a simile. Clearly, right? Because it uses like or as. Right. So I sat down to write a letter. Dear sirs, I must take exception to your crossword puzzle of June 25th. And then I realized I should just try to be more comfortable around girls. Because really, I'm fucking writing a letter to the crossword puzzle people. I'm not 85 fucking years old. Right? But that's what nerds do. Nerds like to catch other nerds on technical shit. That's kind of our thing, right? That's why Star Trek has a Heisenberg compensator. Okay, yeah, they do. Let me explain. It's the next generation. The atomic physicist Heisenberg postulates that while you may know exactly how many atoms are in any given object, like a microphone or a microphone stand or a delicious chocolate comedian, you cannot pinpoint their exact location because they're really fucking small and move really fucking fast. And by the time you figure out where it is already somewhere else. It's part of the uncertainty principle. And if you accept that, then teleporters can't work. Boom. Boom. Some nerd figured that shit out right away and fired off a hot little email, right? Dear sirs, I must take exception to your use of the teleporter as a primary transportation device. Perhaps you are unfamiliar with Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, which states, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you're familiar. Clearly forgetting that Star Trek is fucking full of nerds, right? Right? It's for nerds by nerds. It's sideways FUBU. It's Finbin. And so they wrote him back right away, right? Like, dear sir, perhaps you missed the second episode of the third season of The Next Generation where we introduced a Heisenberg compensator, which allows us to compensate for any uncertainties we may encounter. Good luck meeting girls. Everyone here at Star Trek. And here's the thing about nerds. They get a bad rap, but here's the thing, people. Once you get past all the social awkwardness and weird borderline Aspergeriness, a nerd will fuck the shit out of you. See? Some people know. Some people already know. We're like, yep, I had a nerd one time. He fucking rocked my world. There's reasons for that. One, they read up on it. They study. My research tells me that this move is 85% effective in this particular situation. Two, always down to wear a costume. Right? You be Wonder Woman, I'll be Django. Django. I can't keep the D silent. Loud D. Loud, tenacious D. Fuck her gently. I'll fight. Talk. Then you slip out. She's like, I'm the wrong meeting. Two more jokes. And then out of the world. This is joke 85R, if you have the book at home. Koala bear walks into a whorehouse, says, I'd like a girl. Madam says, right away, going upstairs. So he goes upstairs, he does his thing. He's about to leave. The girl says, aren't you forgetting something? He says, no. She says, you didn't pay. He says, I don't pay. I'm a koala bear. She says, that's bullshit. He says, well, you better look it up. So she gets up the encyclopedia. She looks it up. Koala bear, a marsupial native to Australia. Eats bushes, shoots, and leaves. All right, don't start showing up at the Bunny Ranch in a fucking koala bear suit. No, the koala bear. What's going on? Oh, the International Cannabis Business Conference is coming to San Francisco in February. Everybody come on down. I do them all. I hit all the festivals. I've been to the Seattle Hemp Fest, the Southern Oregon Hemp Stalk, the Portland Hemp Stalk, the Ann Arbor Hash Bash, the Madison Hemp Fest, the Missoula Hemp Fest, the Boise Hemp Fest, the International Cannabis and Hemp Exhibition, the HempCon, the KushCon, the High Times Cannabis Cup in Los Angeles, Amsterdam, San Francisco, Denver, Detroit, Seattle, and Portland. There's a secret Cannabis Cup in Portland, Denver, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco. I throw a cannabis comedy festival on occasion, and it occurs to me that weed is the only illegal drug that people throw festivals for. Right? Right. Right. Nobody ever goes to Meth Fest. Hey, welcome to Meth Fest! Who stole the fucking sound system? Thanks a lot, everybody. My name's Ngaio Bealum. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Mike McMillan.
Please keep it going for Bryant Tarpley, Raphael Lyles, and Ethan Pickett, and of course your headliner, Ngaio Bealum. And if you guys like this show, come back for another one next Friday, February 6th, with Lyle Behrens, Tremaine Webb, Rudy Ortiz, and Billy Mann. Thanks for coming out, you guys. Appreciate it.